recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios, Meanjin, Brisbane.
On 102.1 FM.
And broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zed Games.
Zed Games brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture. Want to reach out?
Share your hot take?
Or do you just want to share your favourite game?
Find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
Hello. You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zahra, and with me in the studio this episode is
Caroline.
And
Maylee.
Woo! Did either of you take the train today at all?
Yes.
Were you feeling like attacked at all?
By what?
The train vibes.
No.
Good. Okay.
What?
Sorry, no. Adventure Attack is a train game. Well,
that makes...
It's a train game. No.
I don't usually take the train, so I thought maybe I missed something.
No.
Just the rancid vibes of the public transport.
Yeah. But you know what isn't rancid? Zed Games.
Yay!
Video games, board games, games. We love them all over here. Have you two been playing anything recently? Anything you want to maybe give a little mention?
I've been
Caroline,
playing...
if you say Yu-Gi-Oh one more time.
No, I've not been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been playing Burb. It's a in-browser sort of incremental game that I've been playing on and off for, I think, over a month now.
Caroline not playing an incremental game. What ever happened?
Playing it, sort of, in the background.
How about you, Maylee? Have you been playing anything recently?
It's hard to admit. I've recently re-picked up some League of Legends.
No!
Oh no! Another one.
No!
Lost.
Maylee, we've talked about this.
I'm back at school, I'm studying, and I'm packing to move, and there's nothing else that's getting me through but these toxic matches.
Oh, man.
I hate them, but I need them.
It's really like a drug. It's like you need that.
And I've been hooked since I was 12.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are here for you, Maylee.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that you are here not playing League of Legends.
Yes.
Folks, if you are struggling with playing League of Legends,
get help.
You're not alone. You're not alone. First step, drink some water. Second step, stretch your legs.
Admit you have a problem.
I guess maybe that can be one of the steps. I don't know. I'm not a therapist. I just play a bunch of games. Speaking of, I want to get to the part where we start talking about games. But before that, we need to listen to some gaming news. This week in gaming news.
A Brazilian gamer. A Brazilian Xbox gamer, you know. It's important to clarify.
That's important.
A Brazilian Xbox gamer had their account hacked, changing its security information and subsequently losing the account. Microsoft customer service said, "It's unrecoverable, buddy. You should just rebuy all the games." That's not great, so obviously they weren't happy with that. Procon, the consumer protection agency in Brazil, took this complaint to court. Microsoft sent 12 lawyers, and they lost after determining that it was obvious who the owner of the account was. Microsoft has been given 15 days to restore the account and pay $400 in damages. Yeah. But that's probably not going to do much for anyone outside of Brazil because they have very good consumer protections, and we don't.
No, it was I felt like that Australia has some pretty...
That's true, we
decent. But like Brazil, it seems to be just on a whole other level. They're kind of like, you got a complaint? Yeah, we'll back you up.
Screw your 12 lawyers.
Hopefully it sets precedents as well. So maybe in the future they can be like...
Maybe.
Precedents in Brazil at least.
I mean, at least in Brazil. Maybe not so much for the rest of the world, but it's nice to know that there's a bit of a win out there.
Tiny win.
Speaking of wins, Caroline, do you want to take this next story?
Yes, okay. The cards won't be that expensive. GameStop and EB Games have significantly reduced the prices for the 30th anniversary Pokemon TCG card set. TCG game set. Initially, the products were listed at a severe markup before increasing even further to 340% of the manufacturer's suggested retail price in some cases. This did not prevent people from pre-ordering, but now products like the Elite Trainer Box have gone from $245 converted from USD to AUD to 120 AUD. EB Games released a statement that this was only the first stage of their strategy to make things as difficult as possible for scalpers.
Whoop-dee-doo. And guess what didn't work?
That whole strategy.
I love that the whole thing was like, no, this is all according to Kekaku. This is all according to plan.
They were
but
so big-brained.
A lot of people on the internet are quite upset about it. You've probably heard about it. I don't think we really need to go too much into it.
I'm not allowed to.
Yes. And Warframe news. So TennoCon has come and passed, and with it we got a ton of announcements and interactables. So the big one is that Warframe is expanding to a new system, introducing Warframe Tau, which features a new detective noir-like character voiced by Matthew Mercer. This character has his own unique abilities, his own storyline. He also appears to be the only Warframe that has a voice, which is
nice.
It's huge if you understand what that means.
I don't.
And there's also a new card-based mini game, which is like poker, a little bit solitaire-ish. We also got some more information and content for Digital Extreme's other game, Soulframe, such as more story, mounts, and fishing will be joining the game soon.
Every game.
I know how you feel about fishing,
but
it
like
actually
the mounts.
rules. It rules.
I give it a pass because they bring in mounts at the same time.
Yeah, thank you. That's very generous. Ben Starr and Jennifer English are also joining the voice acting team for Soulframe, voicing an antagonist named Tempest Bayer and the Empress of Eldvale. So that's pretty cool. They also got given a couple of Terry chocolate oranges at the convention. Apparently they're really jazzed about that. And now we got some news nibbles. PlayStation has announced that their new Flex Strike wireless fight stick, which they announced last week, has been postponed due to unexpected production delays. We'll launch at a later date, and then we'll share another update with more details soon, I guess. I'm really excited about this one. I love a union. So the Independent Workers Union of Great Britain have formed a task force specifically to support game developers affected by redundancies. Rockstar game workers have applied to be recognised as part of the IWGB Games Worker Union following allegations of union busting activities after 31 union members were dismissed in late 2025. This task force is committed to defending workers' rights and ensuring that all redundancies are legal, fair, and justified. Now, we got some upcoming games. Who did I say was going to read them out? Caroline, yes, I did.
Me.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, let's see.
I believe in you.
Cold Set begins for the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. Heave Ho 2 for PC, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2. Moss, the Forgotten Relic on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2, all coming out on the 16th of July. And on the 17th of July, we have Sky, Children of the Light, Dear Van Gogh for PC, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch. And then finally, on the 21st of July, Fading Echo for PC.
That's it this week in gaming news. And we are about to hop into a review.
Zahra has a review.
Okay.
Meow. 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 News. Cats. Cats and boots and cats.
Okay, I will be talking about a game called Bravest Coconut, developed by Little Nebula. And I have to say, I've been looking forward to this one for a while. It is a locally developed game, and we've been lucky enough to see how it's transformed over time, and now it is here, it is out, and we can finally dive right into it. So, in Bravest Coconut, you help a little white cat named Coco return a library book. But as a budding adventurer, a series of events means that she ultimately ends up needing to defend her position as the main character and protect the characters who support her story. This is a point-and-click adventure game, without the point in clicking, with a pixel art style that is vibrant and charming, upbeat music, and this wonderful dry sense of humour in the game. And the fourth wall breaks. Bravest Coconut has been a game that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. And even though this isn't really my type of game, it's just been so lovely. The mechanics of this game is pretty simple. You can attack and defend yourself and interact with the world and the characters. And the main driver of progress is to interact with the world and the characters. You'll need to find objects, collect clues, combine tools, brew potions, recover lost band members, and so much more. There's a lot of exploration, backtracking, and maybe some clueless wandering, but I'm not unhappy about it. Some puzzles had me stumped for a good 30 minutes or so, and then I would have that, hang on, what if these clues are actually referring to the globe that was in the very first room that I walked right past? Followed by the sense of joy of being right, finally. I did feel frustrated at times, but I also didn't feel stupid for not getting the solution immediately. There is also just a sense of joy just in the details in the game. So Coco has some very specific animations, and it just shows a level of detail and care. When she jumps down a little ledge, she does a little somersault, and I swear you can see her toe beans. When ridiculous game logic happens, she pauses and turns to look directly into the camera, just kind of going, "You believe this? You seeing this?" Some animations are obviously for a very specific action that happens only once throughout the game, and it all just adds a lot of life to this game. The developer himself is a character in the game, along with some other real-life people, and they'll play a supporting role for Coco. Speaking of Coco, I love this little cat so much. She's just so happy to be an adventurer with a laminated guild card and everything, and she just takes everything in stride. And along with that, she's a very resourceful cat. Puzzles, no problem. She's taking notes to help you out. Locked up in a cell? I'm sure Coco has something in her pockets that can help. You just need to be a little creative in your approach. Lost bandmate who fell asleep on the beach and you can't wake him up? You remember that alarm clock that woke Coco up at the start of the game? That's going to come in handy. The story isn't the most unique thing ever, but the approach to it and the way it escalates just ties so well into the tone of the game itself. It's a bit absurd, but it's really, really sincere about it. And it just works. And the developer's commitment to including delights throughout the game keeps me going. I don't think this is a game for everyone, but I think it will surprise a lot of people in how satisfying it is to play and experience. I also just want to take a moment just to talk about Nathan, the developer. We had Bravest Coconut at a past indie dev night, and he's also shown it off at many other events, such as Queensland Games Festival. He has a very polished demo prepared for these events, where Coco needs to go on a minor adventure to get to the event, the very event that the game is demoing at. He includes the banner for the event, and even includes his neighbours, the neighbour in stands next to his game, in the demo. It's a great demonstration on how he breaks the fourth wall, but also a great example of what kind of developer Nathan is. Is it a perfect game? There's no such thing. I would get frustrated with puzzles at times, and the amount of backtracking I would need to do could be a pain. The game recommends that you play with a controller, but I thought it played just fine with a keyboard. Although I had to rebind all the keys because the default settings was really quite awkward. But there's some really, really helpful accessibility settings, such as enemies only having one hit point or highlighting interactables, which helps cut down on a little bit of that aimless wandering. It really is just such a lovely, beautiful game, and it's delivering everything I hoped for, and then some. Not an especially challenging game technically, but a delightful series of puzzles and interactions that just keeps things going. I've not finished the game, and I'm not really in a rush to do so because I just enjoy and I am rewarded for exploring and chatting and just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. And there's just been some moments of genuine just kind of like, that was pretty funny. Coco's a pretty funny cat. And I just, the dialogue is so good. It's just very, very grounded, but also a little bit goofy. Bravest Coconut is available for PC on Steam, as well as Linux and those Macs out there. But also, the base price of the game is only $13.95, and I think, you know what, that's cheaper than a movie ticket, and you definitely get more than a movie out of this game.
Wait till it's not on sale and buy it.
Yes. Or buy it now and buy a copy for your friend and leave a positive review. It's a beautiful game. I'm glad it's here, and I am excited to see how Coco defends her position as the main character of her very own game. And that is Bravest Coconut.
Boots and cats and boots and
You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zahra. With me in the studio this episode is Caroline.
Hey-o.
And Maylee.
Hi.
And I've got a question for you too. And you know what? A question for you listeners out there. What bird are you? Not what bird you would want to be. What bird are you?
I would want to be a great tit, but I'm not.
I think you could be a great tit. Maylee, you're selling yourself short.
Live your dreams. Be
Thanks.
a great tit.
Thanks, guys.
How about you, Caroline?
Willy Wagtail.
Willy Wagtail.
Because they're incredibly annoying to other creatures. And that's just who I am as a person.
That's valid. I think I would either be like probably a pelican. And I cannot explain this any further. I see a pelican and I think
I kind of see it too.
I
You can't be offended. You said it.
no, you're right. I can't be offended. I said it. But
I said, I want to be a great tit, but what I am, I think an emu.
an emu.
It's one of the least birds I can think of, and as someone with a phobia of birds, I would not be a very bird.
No, okay. You know what? I can see the emu for you.
And also, I like to go.
They do be doing that.
I love the noise they make.
Oh my gosh. And while we're talking about birds, well,
I like birds.
quite well.
Secret reasons.
You never need an excuse.
Bird is
You
the
never
word.
need a reason.
I do. I need excuses to talk about my mortal enemies.
And you have
birds.
a great excuse right now because we are going to be talking about another game. I love feathers.
It's a
Review about a bird.
birds. They're scary.
Bird is the word.
They're scary.
Bird is the word. Poop on your head.
They'll swoop on you.
That
They
too.
can be quite frightening.
But they aren't in Isle of Feathers, mostly because they're not real.
Oh, thank goodness. I was really scared that the box came with birds in it. Like, it's so...
Well, it does come with birds in it, but they're beautiful, clunky little click-clack wooden figures of birds.
Oh.
They're not real feathery, stinky, swoopy birds.
I feel safe. I
Yeah.
feel safe. So,
Yeah, birds do stink, don't they?
so Maylee, what is Isle of Feathers?
Well, Isle of Feathers is another game that we Outside Games have seen be developed in the local community. It's come a long way since its humble beginnings, and it's a board game that released to the world only a few weeks ago. It is a vertical and horizontal, in multiple directions, tile building game where players 1 to 4 compete to build habitats for their birds on this island. So there are cards with different birds. Each one is a strange bird, like the Great Tit.
The Great Tit, that's a good one. I like the
blue-footed
booby.
booby.
Yeah. Yep.
We've got things on our minds.
Is there a lesser tit?
There
A
probably
not
is.
so great tit?
Oh, I don't think it's in the game. It didn't
Okay.
make it.
Oh.
Didn't make the cut. But you get these cards, and each bird has a desired habitat. Maybe that's grass or sand or mountain. maybe there's forest or not, and your goal is to build that up, which seems maybe easy, but you only have a certain amount of actions you can do on your turn. So you have to build it up and then hope the people who have turns before your next turn don't ruin it or take your spot.
Ooh.
And then you also have to sabotage them from doing their things so they don't get too many points.
Oh.
It's quite
Competitive?
It's quite competitive.
Survival of the fittest.
Yes.
I have sort of heard a little bit about like the competitive nature of the game. Like some people feel like it's a little mean in its way. Do you feel like it's mean, or do you think it's just like normal?
I don't think it's mean, but I am someone who's very naturally into... I love getting into the competitive spirit in board games. I love that. I could see if you're someone who is a bit more sensitive to these things.
That's me.
Takes things personally.
Especially if you're playing in a 4-player. Most of my sessions playing this have been 4 players. So there's quite a bit of time between my turn and my next turn. Almost every time it gets sabotaged. So you can't take it personally because your plans won't work. Honestly, the best strategy I found for 4-player games was just trying to mess up other people and hoping that by chance something that worked for you came around by your turn.
That's such a bird thing to do, though.
It is. It's very bird-like.
I saw a
Bird
video
energy.
of
Birds can't be
puffins just
trusted.
like kicking dirt into another puffin's burrow, or maybe it was a little penguin. But yes, birds can be quite competitive in nature.
But
I mean,
if you're not competitive and you are a big fan of birds, like I said, it's 1 to 4 players.
What?
So you can play it on your own, and it becomes sort of like a spatial reasoning puzzle, trying to get the birds in. You're playing against the island.
Oh, like the Galapagos Islands.
Why those islands in particular?
Oh no, it's just like sorry, I'm gonna reveal myself to be a bit of a bird nerd, maybe. But like the nature of the islands have sort of prompted the animals there to be
There's
quite diversified.
the Darwin.
Yeah.
Islands,
It's very, very sort of like concentrated on islands like that. And an Isle of Feathers.
Isle of Feathers is a bit like that.
Oh. So how do you win? What is like to get the most birds on the island?
So each of the bird cards has a different point value. Once you place your bird, you get those points at the end of the game. And it sort of gives you an opportunity to have a variety of strategies. You could go for the really, really easy birds that only give you 2 or 3 points. Or you could save your time, wait until you get the 9-point birds and really...
And that's where the
9-point bird?
sabotage.
I don't know any of the 9. I don't actually know if there's 9. But the big point birds, I couldn't tell you one. All I know is that the ibis is mid.
What?
It gives you
Scathing!
mid-points.
Oh my goodness.
No, the ibis is a great bird, but mid-points.
No, I'm taking this so personally. Oh man. I mean, no, no.
What? They're not worth a few points. Like, they're worth a good amount of points, but they're not worth the most points.
that makes me sad as someone who got the Ibis hat extra
Yeah.
with the Kickstarter.
Oh, I feel like the game was funded through a Kickstarter, and they included like a whole bunch of merchandise in there, including like hats with various birds on them. I've got one with a pink galah. You've got one with
an ibis.
An
I have
ibis.
an ibis cap.
And there's also like badges and stuff with it as well. They're so cute.
Yes.
I just remembered another bird in the game
Oh,
that I'm
yes?
very excited. I don't actually know if I can say its name on radio, though.
I think it is
Is
allowed.
it a sweary one?
Is there a
It's a bird name.
bird names are allowed?
I like this one, and I like this one particularly because it gave me the winning points in the last game I played of it and got me over the line, and it's called the Cock of the Rock.
Yeah, that's
It's a good bird.
that is a good bird.
That is a pretty good bird.
It's actually very pretty in the artwork.
Do you feel like Isle of Feathers has maybe helped you develop a bit of an appreciation for strange birds?
For strange birds, definitely. The game proclaims itself as a love letter to strange birds. Oh, and I forgot the most important part, which I will mention after this.
Yeah.
But it definitely has a diverse range of birds that it shows off, and I've learnt of new birds that I didn't know existed, and I appreciate them, and I think they're very pretty. Most of them I want to be away from me, but I like them in theory. So the part of the game that I forgot to mention was it's not really a rule, but it is heavily encouraged that each time you place a bird down, you share a bird fact about this bird with the table, and if you don't know any about this particular bird, then you just make it up.
Lying.
A fun variation on this that I found was to just try and come up with the bird cry based on what the bird looks like.
Oh, I like that. That's fun. I'm adopting that as a house rule.
Yeah,
now.
I recommend. It's good fun.
Oh, excellent.
Lots of screaming went on in my house that night.
I imagine your neighbours are a little bit... Unless they were like, oh, yeah, it's idle feathers.
Maybe don't do it if you live in an apartment. But, bird
Bird
facts, bird noises. It's a very engaging game with that and the sabotaging. It gets you amped up, but it's also not too much of a steep game rules wise. If you're not super into board games, or if you're a bit intimidated by really heavy rules, it's not that. It's super accessible and easy to jump into.
Oh, that's awesome. Because it really is, it's such a beautiful game. Like the artwork, the, I forget what they're called, the little token counter things. Meeples. Thank you. That's such a good word. Everything thematically is gorgeous.
The little square tiles of sand, grass, and mountain. They're just so satisfying to clunk onto each other.
Oh, that's good. But like, I feel like when you see a game with a lot of pieces, you're like, oh man, how many rules am I gonna have to learn?
No, it's definitely not too much.
What I really want to know is, how does it feel to hold the little meeples in your mouth gently?
I will have to get back to you on that.
Pointing. Sorry.
I expected better, Maylee.
I'm sorry, I should have known.
Hard-hitting
You ask me
games
this
and
every
journalism. We need to know the mouthfeel, especially for physical games.
Yep.
What else?
And also digital games, I need to know the mouthfeel.
I know the mouthfeel for those, and it's zappy. Any additional thoughts for Isle of Feathers?
I'm trying to think of another funny bird name, but I can't.
Oh,
the little bustard.
The what?
You can't say that on the radio.
I can. It's not the same word. It's Bustard.
I need to look this up.
The bustard.
We just had Summer text in to say that they would be a toucan if they had a choice.
That's such a cool choice.
That is
but
a good
probably
choice.
a kiwi if my soul was examined for birdness.
That's still such a
That's
cool
a great
choice.
bird. Have you ever heard like a kiwi make kiwi noises? It's I'll show you. Speaking of, that is Isle of Feathers, a love letter to strange birds.
Where I'm looking at the busted bird. It looks like a bird. Caw, caw.
All right, I've got something to tell all of you all about. So, the Queensland Symphony Orchestra at QPAC will be having their own video game medley orchestra performance on the 24th of July and the 25th. It's going to have Assassin's Creed tracks, Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. I've heard that there's going to be a little bit of Tetris, Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, all the ones that everyone knows about, blending retro charm with contemporary masterpieces. I love video game music, and I'm really excited that, there's more concerts and stuff. We have the Stardew Valley one, there's the Undertale one coming up. So if you have nothing to do, well, now you do have something to do. So grab your seats, press start, and experience the magic of gaming's greatest soundtracks live in concert. And that is the end of the show for tonight, but do not worry, because we'll be back again next week to talk about more games. Shocker. Yeah. And listen to more music from games.
Will there be birds?
I don't know.
I hope not.
You have to tune in next time to
Maybe
find
they'll be
out.
Angry.
Get out of here. See ya.
Bye. Tweet, tweet.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games.
If you'd like to listen to more, you can find us on the Community Radio Plus app.
Or find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
See you next time.